Welcome to the interactive Body Balance radio show for health and fitness tips.
All right, team, here we go. Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I'm your host, Mike Dasick, and thank you for joining the show today from all over this world where we talk health, fitness, nutrition, functional medicine, and personal development. Today's show is going to air on December 17th, 2022. I hope you're all gearing up for Christmas and the holidays and going to have a great time. I know our family, actually Caden just had his birthday yesterday, celebrated a beautiful 14th birthday for our son. And of course today is filled with horses and hockey games and more hockey games and more hockey games. And of course the dance, Ukrainian dancing from Graceland. So I hope this team's great. Not even going to say I know it's been some time. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to try and make these more consistent. But, all right, so let's just keep you up to date on what we've been doing. So obviously we got a lot of stuff going on. Of course, business world is crazy busy. It is end of the year. You know, there's so much to do, so many people to help. It is unbelievable. Hopefully January slows down a little bit, where we can kind of, catch our wind and have some fun again. But it's really busy, folks, as you can imagine, but I'm trying to have some fun. What a party we had last weekend, too. Saturday night, good time with the hockey parents, lots of fun. So listening to a lot of educational stuff, a lot of health stuff, a lot of motivational stuff, personal development, which I love, as you know, and I love, I love the data. I love everything about this, right? But I heard one that caught my attention and I wanted to share with the team. The reason why is because, we get a lot of messages, a lot of texts, a lot of calls, a lot of emails from people all over the world. We're absolutely blessed to have, clients in so many different countries that, may be struggling with an area of their life, or they may be lacking focus, or they lacking, that real direction. That's the word, right? The purpose in life. So I'm going to give you 10 C's. These are not mine. They are from Brian Tracy. However, I agree with him. I listened to the whole podcast from him. I loved it, took notes, copious amount of notes. And I want to share it with your team, with our team, right? With everybody. Well, you can share it with your team too. So these are 10 C's to bring you success, fulfillment, happiness, whatever you want, better health. And I'm going to curate them pretty quickly, as opposed to, I think Brian took almost an hour. But I'll make them palatable for you guys. I'll make them, really easy to understand. That's what I try to do. Make the difficult things easy. And just make you guys and hopefully our whole team get better, right? All right. And this one hit me when I was writing it down, right? Because it's true. Clarity. Number one, clarity. I've talked about this before, but I find most people drift through life with no real direction or vision. They will work a job. They will have a family. They will go to their, sports. They will do their day-to-day stuff, but they don't really lack a clarity or a direction, right, on where they want to go in life. Do you want to run a multi-million-dollar business? Do you want to set up a shelter for kids? I'm just giving you guys examples, right? What do you want to do? What is the big thing, the clarity, the vision, the direction in your life that you want to take? This is where it comes in with vision and dreaming. I said it before on this podcast, a boat in the water without a GPS, without a direction, without clarity, they just drift around the lake. But when you have clarity of what you want to achieve and where you want to go, your mind and your brain goes to it, and it brings you everything in your life that you need to get to that direction, right? To get to that destination, to get to that place. So clarity is huge. I've got to work on it more because I am pulled in so many different directions. I understand that, being a dad of 5 kids, just working in businesses, right? As you can imagine, podcasts, everything, sports. I need better clarity, and I hope you guys do too. So that one really resonated with me. One other thing on that too is decisiveness. So kind of like a 1B of clarity. I find that many people who are successful are very decisive. Their leaders are decisive. Owners, CEOs are decisive. They take action. They make decisions. And if it fails, they make another decision. So many people do not move forward because of their inaction, and they're scared, and they don't want to make a decision for fear of failure. And we'll get to that one later. Number 2, competence. Excellent in your chosen field. I always say this, be an expert, right? Be that 5-10%. Be that absolute expert in your field, and You do enough studying, you do enough learning, you do enough education, you get around the right people, you'll become more competent in your area. Again, I like to share with what I'm guilty in. I find I'm pretty good in a lot of areas. Some areas, obviously my area of expertise are technology and health, but I shouldn't dabble too much outside of that. I find I'm going into other areas and learning more. It's always great to learn and branch out, but I say double and triple down on your areas of strength and competence. So if you're good in a couple areas, take that right to the bank to the rest of your life and become that expert so you can add more value to the world and help the world. It is huge. Competence is huge. Just like if you go to ask someone a question, folks, I always say this, and they don't know, like you ask a question, they don't know the answer. You ask another question, and you're like, well, why am I asking you the question if you don't know any of the answers and you're supposed to be the expert? You're supposed to be the person in that field, right? That's why competence matters. Number 3, concentration, focus. So we're on C, right? Clarity 1, competence 2, concentration 3. This is the focus part. 2% of the population do things fast. They have a sense of urgency, about 2%. They are concentrated, they are focused, they get the job done. I work in the corporate world with many CEOs. I train, I coach many, as you guys know. This is true. They are very focused and they get things done fast. There is no time for BS. There is no time to sit there and worry about things that don't matter. They are focused, they are concentrated, and they have a sense of urgency to get it done. This is different than being stressed out and going crazy. I got to get this on. I'm just miserable. No, you get it done. You make the decision, as I said earlier, right? And then you focused to complete the task. Number 4, I hope we can all relate to this one. I should have a nice sip of my tea right now too. Number 4, common sense. Think before acting. It's also the intuition, right? As it says in the Bible, seek and you shall find. This is important for common sense. Too many people overthink things. Too many people just act and they don't think about it, right? Where they just don't even make that one decision. That's not paradoxical. Think about this. Overthinking, spending weeks and months and years before you make a decision. Thinking before you act, taking a few seconds. Watch Elon Musk. I don't care if you like him, hate him. I don't care. I don't judge and I don't care about politics. Never have, never will. But this gentleman, when you ask him a question, he always pauses. It's almost an awkward pause. He will sit there for 2, 3, 4 seconds and he will not say a thing. Because he's thinking, folks. He's thinking about what he's going to say. He doesn't rush. I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes I should just shut up. I say too much. I speak too much. I got it. I understand that. I'm aware of that. But watch Elon. Ask him a question. Elon, what do you think about Tesla? There's that silence. And then he speaks. Think before you speak. 5, creativity. Geniuses ask questions, folks. 80% of things will change in 5 years. That's the stat I heard from Brian Tracy. 80%. I believe I'm in technology. That stuff changes yearly. It's incredible. I have a solution that we come out with. It's changed in 2 years. Right? Unbelievable. But geniuses, smart people, creative people, they ask questions. I love when my kids ask questions. Never stop asking questions. It means you're into it. It means you're interested. It means you want to learn. And I absolutely love that. Consideration. Right? Communicate well with others. Get along well with others. Do you know that one of the biggest keys to communication, or the best and the strongest communicators, they have the bigger the vocabulary. They have a very large vocabulary. The more you know, competence, right? The bigger the vocabulary, the better the communicator. Everyone can be a good communicator. I could list 5 people on the top of my head who are very smart and are very poor communicators. And it hurt them immensely. They cannot communicate. I know some people that are average intelligence and are amazing communicators and they succeed, right? Communication is key. Remember that, right? So that's under obviously consideration, but it's about communicating, being considerate of others, taking them in, understanding their point of view, communicating your thoughts to them. Oh, number seven, one of my favorite. My wife hates me for this because I'm on her all the time. You folks know me who know me on this call. Consistency. You ever see someone lose weight for 3 weeks or 3 months and then they gain it all back? You ever see someone try a new thing for a few days and then they quit? You ever see someone work for 2 weeks and then they quit? Folks, be consistent. The world loves consistent people because when you're consistent, people can count on you. If I know you're going to show up at the office most of the time, I know no one's perfect. So let's just say 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to consistently show up at the office for work. I can count on you. You're dependable. You're trustworthy. Consistent. I love that one so much. I know it's already at 10 minutes. I like to keep these under 10, but consistency is huge, right? I don't like the yo-yos. I say Heather's joking about it because people are up and down, moody. Like, how you doing? I'm great. And then 2 seconds later, how you doing? The weather's great. Oh, it's so bad. Like, folks, you're like a yo-yo. Get consistent. Don't be moody and then 6 seconds later you're mean and then you're happy, 30 seconds later and then you're peed off again. No, come on, guys. Right? Get it together. Be consistent. Number 8, commitment. Are you committed? Committed to your purpose, to your vision, to your family, to your business? Are you committed to what you're doing? My daughters have horse lessons today. I said before they left, I'm going to see them right after this podcast. I said to them, Angels, you're there for an hour each lesson. Do the job. Enjoy it. Love it. But do it. Don't tell your coach that you can't do it. Don't tell your coach all these excuses. When you're doing it, be committed to the horse lesson. Caleb's got a game at 3. Plays Oshawa. Whitby Oshawa. Big rivalry. Caleb, you're there for an hour, hour and a half. Be committed to the game. Do the game. Show up for the game. Right? And that's my voice a little raspy, folks. You know me. Anyone knows on this call, I yell a lot during the game to motivate the kids. I try to encourage them a lot. And people, raise your hand in the comment section of, whatever you listen to this on. This is what I do because I'm committed to coaching. They're committed to playing. My other son, Caden, birthday boy, as I said, plays at 3:15. Both boys play 2 different rinks, 2 different cities. I want him to be committed at 3:15. Show up. You got it. Number 9, courage. Master your fears, right? Master your fears. Have that courage to take a chance, right? Have that courage to go out and fulfill your God-given destiny, right? You got to take risks. The biggest, most successful people I know take risks. They're risk takers. They have courage. They face their fears. I don't even like this acronym so much anymore because people have overused it. Fear, false evidence appearing real. I've said that for 15 years, but other people are catching on to it. False evidence appearing. Yeah, that's to an extent, but fear most of the time doesn't come to fruition. However, go through it. The only way to it is through it. Last one. And you might say, well, some people have a lot of this, I see. Taking a sip. Give you guys a few seconds here to think what the number 10 is. It's confidence. Confidence. Aside from skill, hard work, I always say to my kids, you got to be confident there. If you're confident they do martial arts when they fight, be confident. Hockey, be confident. Horses, be confident. Ukrainian dancing, be confident. Swimming, be confident. We got so many things. School, be confident. School's my number 1, by the way. I told you education is paramount in my life. So we love education. Goes without saying, but sports are very important too. But confidence. I want anyone I work with to be confident. Do you know that some people that are average skill but exude that confidence go so far? So far. They have that confidence and that ability within themselves and their soul to know that they can do it. And then other people are super immensely talented. I coach them, folks. And my peers and mentors coach these athletes, professional athletes, right? Or just even amateur athletes. It doesn't matter which you are an athlete in. But they're so good, but they don't necessarily have that full belief system and confidence in themselves yet. They're not all the way there. That's why people struggle. You see golfers or tennis players or anybody, they do really well, and then they go a year or 2 with struggling. They've lost their confidence. Don't lose your confidence. You can lose it for a minute maybe, but don't lose your confidence. I'm going to reverse these backwards. Confidence, number 10. Courage, 9. Commitment, 8. Consistency, 7. Consideration, 6. Creativity, 5. Common sense, 4. Concentration, 3. Competence, 2. Clarity, 1. I hope you like this. These are Brian Tracy. So I implore you to share these, but what I'm saying is I use these and I utilize these every day in my business. Businesses, right? I believe these. That's why I share Brian Tracy's work. Those aren't my 10. I utilize those every day. I just didn't put them in 10 C's. I hope you like this. Please share with anyone you deem appropriate, those that are struggling. If you are lacking any of those, let's just say you had that list of 10 and you only hit 1. That's why you're struggling. Let's just see how this list of 10 and you hit 5. That's why you're average. You have this list of 10 and you hit 9. I guarantee you, you're being successful and you're succeeding in life and you're having a pretty good time. Guarantee it. You can't go through all those 10 and you can honestly say I hit them, don't lie. Everybody knows if you're lying, right? People, like, I can meet people in 10 seconds and know who they are. If you are honestly hitting 9 of 10 of those, and that's the truth, you are having a good life. As I said, conversely, if you're hitting 1, make sure you try to get to those other 9. Team, MikeDasiuk.com, MikeDasiuk.com, InteractiveBodyBalance.com, right? This is where we are. As always, I'll send email, info@MikeDasiuk.com, info@MikeDasiuk.com. I said slowly because my name's tough. I get it. First book, Transformation from Within. It's free on the website. How to Restore Your Health. It's on the website too. You can get a couple chapters for free. This is what we do. All right. What do I tell my angels every day? You guys know I've been doing this for 7 or 8 years of this podcast. I think since 8 years ago. What do I tell my angels every day? You got to work hard. Right? You got to work hard in this world. There's no substitute for hard work. You got to put in the work. Right? You have to add value to the world. Right? I always say you got to add your skill set to the world. You got to add what you're good at to the world. The world needs it. That's why you're here. You're put here with the skill set. Number 3, you got to help other people. Pull out chairs, open doors, give up your time. Again, volunteer. You can volunteer in many ways. You can give, I said, the money too. You can give to charity. It's a great time of year to give to charity. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I just did something with charity and I love it. Okay, I'll leave it there. Number 4, smile and have some fun. I'm going to go have some fun. I got to go to rinks today. I got to go horses today and have some fun. Guys, reach out. If you're struggling, please reach out. I know there's a lot going on in the media these days about, what's going on and all these bad stories you hear and all these things. Reach out. We can help you. We'll talk to you. We'll find someone who can. I got a lot of people that I work with and that work for that they very educated. They got PhDs. They're so smart. They can help you with this stuff. No one should struggle, right? Nobody should struggle. And then I can give you my take on that too. All right, live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope you like this longer 17-minute show. We did it for you guys. I'll talk to you real soon.